All right, guys, welcome back to Above Ground World News Live. Now, I got tons of footage from when I went up to Omaha, but I'm going to upload that up in a separate video just because I just now got them on the computer. For some reason, the phone, it couldn't let me export them. I don't know why, but I finally just got them moved over. I mean, right as the stream started. And I documented the trip up there, the trip back, and we got major issues on the Missouri River. And it's not just going to end there in Nebraska, Missouri. It's going to go all downstream. I got some footage today of Missouri River flooding 2 hours south of where it's all going down now. So, I mean, anybody in the path of this river, be prepared because it's going over the banks for sure. Anyway, there's like so much news, I don't even know where to start. Yeah, then we had that mystery solar flare that popped up out of nowhere. We got like 3 cyclones going right now, which we'll get into that in a minute. First thing I want to show you is this aftermath of a bridge being swept away in Nebraska. And this was back like on the 13th. But this is partly the cause. And what's crazy is I had an article where they blew up ice to clear the dam. And I think they blew a dam up. But for some strange reason, that article is gone. It's missing. The links aren't even on my hard drive no more. But check out some of this footage here. Whoops, I don't want no sound on this thing. There we go. All right, no sound. Let me see if it'll play. Well, it may not play here. I'll just kind of... Oh, man, don't tell me they're going to screw with the stream tonight. Oh, wow. Hey, thanks out there, Todd. All right, so for some reason, I can't get that to go now. Maybe I've had it up too long. But the aftermath is just crazy, man. I've seen whole complete towns just devastated. I mean, they were underwater all the way to the roofs. I found several spots where they were doing search and rescue. Look at these ice chunks, man. I mean, that's crazy. They blew the ice chunks up, and I think they blew apart the dam. It's devastating what's going on. Missouri, they're not even talking about Missouri. Missouri is just as flooded. In fact, I didn't think Nebraska was. I mean, at least there in Omaha wasn't as flooded as southern Missouri. Then over like in the Fremont area, like it's really, really bad. And the other crazy thing that I noticed is some of the houses still had power, even though they were completely submerged. It's pretty crazy. Cell phone, need to pray. And then I found this old deal on Spencer Dam, and it's owned by the Nebraska Power Company. And back in 2010, this dam was leaking, and I mean, look at it. It's all old and messed up. This was back in 2010, so you can imagine what kind of shape it is in now. That's why it blew up. I mean, they do this stuff, and it's always for a purpose, man. You can just bet that the food prices are going to be so high, nobody's going to be able to afford to eat. You know, not only are the farmers not going to be able to get their crops in, they're not going to have no land to farm on. They're targeting all the farmland, not just here in the Midwest, but over in California. Same thing. Down in Australia, same thing. Over in Europe, same thing. So it's just ridiculous what they're doing. I'm going to have to start closing some of these tabs out just to see if I can get this thing to start working. And what was this one? Stupid mainstream articles. They ought to run this stuff now. I don't even know what this one was. Let me click back and see if it'll load. All right, let me just get out of that. This was the dam collapses, the evacuations along the river. This is the same. See if I can click that. But man, I can't even explain how bad it is. But I'll get all that footage up here in the next day or so. And it's really weird. I can't find the article of where they 2017, 2015, but Nebraska, I went all over there. It took me a normal 10-hour day, took me about 17, 18 hours. It took me like 9 hours to get home. They did not have hardly any of the roads, like the main highways. You'd start heading south, you'd end up over on I-29. Even though I went up that road that day in the morning, they had it all closed, and there wasn't no signs leading up to it, man. I'd drive for an hour just to find out the road was closed, have to backtrack an hour. I end up almost over in central Missouri and then had to go south. So it was crazy, man. And then here in California, man, they're going to increase all the dams to like double. They're going to be pushing double the moisture out.
Kelly, Brian, good afternoon.
Stupid mainstream crap. So the same thing's going to happen in California. Stuff loose, just like they did here in the Midwest. Look at this. They're giving away water from Anheuser-Busch in cans. That's weird. All right, so why this is going on here in the Midwest, why it's going on over on the West Coast, why they're flooding the South, they're flooding everybody. Check this out. It was as if God threw a stone into a lake. Mystifying circular hole in the sky stuns the UAE. Now over here is where you got several companies that do weather modification. They do the creating these cyclones and steering them, making it rain, snow in the desert. They do all that. They have all the same technologies as everybody else. But this bizarre phenomenon was pictured above I don't know how to pronounce that, near the border of Oman. Due to its rarity and strange appearance, the hole's often attributed to UFOs. What a UFO. Scientists quickly explained it as fall streak hole or hole punch cloud. You ever look up what a hole punch cloud is? It's rockets shot up with silver iodide. That's what causes a hole punch cloud. There's no natural phenomenon that does this. So this is just weather manipulation caught on pictures. We've caught several of these all over the place. So, yeah, man, this is just showing that they're modifying the weather. That's evidence. More evidence. Check this out. Social Media Security Administration, they start screening your Facebook and Instagram posts to evaluate your disability claim. Man, they're just hitting everybody. Any way they can find a way to rip you off, they're going to do it. All right, so let's get into some of the storm covers. Look at all these cyclones going along here. And what's crazy, that cyclone that hit South Africa, it's still there. They're not showing it as anything, but it's still there. It's just hovering in that area. So let me change the scene here. And we're going to go ahead and click Tropical Storm Trevor. It's going to turn into a Category 4. Let me get this loaded up for you guys here. And we want to do a screen capture. There we go. Now, what's really strange about this whole thing here is this, both these cyclones I'm getting ready to show you that's going to hit Australia are going to end up in a desert. And it's like so rare for these to hit in a desert. I mean, they're both going to end up literally in a desert. They're both going to be, the other one's going to be a Cat 5. This is a Cat 4, or will be a Cat 4. It's expected to strengthen. And let's go ahead and take a look at the, let's see if I can animate this thing. Take off the tracks. And we'll see if we can get this thing to load up. But welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I actually got some sleep last night, man. I was so exhausted from my stress levels were so high when I got home from that drive. I mean, it was just exhausting. I went straight to bed. Like, I couldn't even think about getting online. So, yeah. Yeah, I was hoping this was going to go back to where it was a cyclone before it hit the land. But, yeah, it's definitely going to strengthen. Look at that. Yeah, it's just, so that's pretty crazy. All right, let's check the next one. Let's go ahead and check this one, Veronica. Man, it's going to make me load it every time. Yeah, that sucks. I can't believe it's going to make me reload it every single time. So this thing is a Cat 3 now. It's going to turn into a Cat 4. Cat 4 in the next 24 hours, then up to a Cat 5 in the 36-hour forecast, then back down to a Cat 4. Both hitting Australia at the very before it was showing it going, you know, it's still going to end up right over the desert. What the heck is up with that? Go ahead and get these off for a minute. And almost all of these are at the same latitude, which is really weird. Like all these storms, you know, we're going to have to check, see if they're trying to fabricate the El Nino, man. Maybe they're superheating the sky over here, trying to create the El Nino. Maybe we'll find some evidence of that. Oh yeah, man, it was that drive was definitely crazy. All right, come on, load up for us, man. Looks like the stream is really sucking again tonight, man. Yeah, we'll definitely look at the models and see what's coming. So yeah, so both are cyclones. But yeah, that's hard to believe this thing's going to be a Category 5, man. All right. So I think we're done with that. Let's check out Savannah. Just a real quick check here. Screw it. Let me go ahead and load this mimic up while we're right here just so we can check it out. Let me go ahead and close that one. Oh, maybe this is making us run a little slow. Let me go ahead and stop that. Look at that. It looks like a face with a big smiley face. Let me put that on now. All right. So let me stop that for a minute. Try to get everything. I thought I had all this ready, but apparently I didn't. All right. So let me document this mimic map before we move on. That's a monster storm right there. And you could also see right here off of Madagascar, that storm is still raining. Them people are in major trouble. They've lost thousands of people are dead. Whole villages have been washed away. Now that's all getting ready to hit Australia too. So you can see the atmospheric rivers going on up into Europe. Heads up for them. And you can see they're flashing the atmospheric river. Here, let me go ahead and get it on North America. Yeah, moon is pretty full. I don't know if it's the super full, the worm moon today or tomorrow, but one of these days I'll finish getting the observatory set up so we can live stream from up there because I got the really good cameras. All right, definitely want to document this. So we got a little pulse wave coming down there, little flash. Checking, they split apart. They keep splitting apart the atmospheric river over here. Yeah, they're sending a big wave over to the west coast. Looks like that's a big wave hit there. That's really odd place for that to snap back. That's definitely, but might as well go ahead and just take a quick look at these. Let's go ahead and go to the radar real quick. Yeah, it's been pretty warm. You know, isn't it weird how we don't have like normal seasons? We don't have fall, spring anymore. It just goes from winter to summer, from summer to winter. There is no fall, no spring. All right, so just wanted to go ahead and check this real quick. Look at all that moisture circling around. Yeah, you could see they pulled that right up out. Now it's going to circle back around, man. California is going to be a deep crap. Washington, Oregon. Like storms shouldn't flow backwards like that. That's completely being manipulated. It's going to merge with this. Total manipulation. I'm sure we're going to see it on the other things here. So let me back that out. Let's go ahead and see what we got coming. All right, let's go ahead and check the forecast for the next couple days. And this rain right here, man, this sounds just like Miles Research Company. The way they do the steering of the atmospheric river. Slow, steady, misty rain. That's exactly what that is. Ooh, so it looks like we got a pretty bad storm here in the next 18 hours to hit North Carolina, West Virginia. So heads up over there. I mean, that looks very healthy. 4 inches of rain, 4 to 6 inches of rain. It's going to track right on up. That could be that could be pretty bad for the upper northeast. So they're still not done getting snow and ice. That's a super low pressure right there. And here comes our next low pressure wave here in the next 72 hours. So just look at all the snow, man. They're going to hit them with more snow here on the 25th. 5 days from now, Iowa's going to get more snow. Nebraska. I mean, it's crazy how fast they melted that snow. You got ice storms. Wisconsin, Michigan. So, yeah, look at this target over Paradise again, man. They're not going to let up. They're going to blow all the dams. That's what it looks like to me. And I'll just kind of scroll this up. And more heavy rain. I'm telling you right now, the Missouri River is not going to be able to take all this. Wow, we got some major storms coming in later in the month. Yeah, I remember that in the 16-day forecast. Look at that. All right, so yeah, right around the 30th. Heads up for the southern parts. Wow, let's go ahead and check the total amount. This is going to give us a good idea of where all the moisture is going to end up. Here, I might as well just go ahead and bring it all the way up. Let's just see where the main target zones are. California, Northern California, Oregon, Washington. Mega amounts of moisture still to come. We're looking up into 12 to 16 inches of rain. So why all the water is flowing down the Missouri River, here around April 5th, you're going to have to add all this moisture to it, another 5 to 6 inches of moisture. So this flooding is going to continue all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, look how much rain they're calling for down here in Louisiana. Then you're going to have all this Missouri River washing down. These floods are only beginning. It looks like anybody around these rivers are in for a major event here over the next 16 days. Yeah, this is not going to be good. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the worldview map. Look, here's that cyclone that hit. It's still there. They're not showing it as anything, but you can just rewind for days, and that thing is still there, man. Still flooding these people out. They don't even have a village left to go to. Here's the other cyclone. Here's the one that's going to be a Cat 5. I mean, you can see this thing is going to be powerful. And it also looks like they're seeding it. Same with this other one. They're seeding this one for sure. You can zoom in on there real good. I want to check New Zealand down here. And, of course, you got spraying operations just to the north, which these probably started out over New Zealand. So you got tons of aerosols being dispersed. No telling what's in these aerosols. Oh, yeah, they're definitely spraying down here, spraying up in the North Island. And it still looks like we're getting the weird faces down here. Weird signatures. Wow, it just won't load. It's the only tab I got. It won't load. Yeah, that Navy map's starting to look closer and closer. So, yeah. So, whenever we're seeing these super weird clouds, you know, we can always see the frequencies and stuff. You know, as soon as I see stuff like this, I'm thinking David Miles. I'm thinking the electromagnetics are making these clouds look all freaky. Plus, you got the aerosols. You know, he's not the only one using that technology. They all are. They stole his technology when he did it in Texas back in 2012. This looks like a hole punch cloud with an aerosol being sprayed, deployed right over the middle of it. All right, let's go ahead and just start kind of working our way up. So Guam's going to be under a little bit of cloud cover here in a few days. See if I can get that to clear up a little bit. Probably not. Oh yeah, they're using the grand solar minimum as their advantage. I mean, they've been using it. That's just that's part of the I mean, everything they're doing is part of the depopulation. They're going to skyrocket all the food. They're going to create food shortages. They're going to ruin all the water aquifers. I mean, we're seeing it right before our eyes. That's why I can't believe some of these channels out here, you know, that promote the grand solar minimum, which I agree totally on almost all of it. But then when you say they're not modifying the weather, what? Now that don't make sense. That makes you wonder, you know, what's going on? Because, I mean, it's all going on. They use it all. Everything is multifaceted, multi-purpose. Look at the spraying operation over West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Delaware. You're getting completely smacked down. All the way up into Michigan. And we got a fire right here in Kentucky. Maybe a controlled burn. Look at all the fires going on. These are all fires, which I've been burning off some of my lots. So these are probably almost all controlled burn. I tried to find the fire down here in Texas, and I couldn't find it. Wow, I just can't believe all these fires going on. And I can't find the monster fire. Yeah, that's really weird, man. Wasn't it in... Where's that fire at? Is that in Houston? All right. So I'm just kind of scrolling around here and look. Check out Florida. They've been a pretty big target of all the spraying operations for a couple weeks now. Yeah, Mike Decker's got some killer footage, man. That's all the footage you see in the backgrounds, the ones I get. What's his name? Raymond Black over on Facebook. He gets astonishing stuff too, man. He's really good at it too. So we got a new spraying operation back over the Bajas, up into Arizona. Yeah, I thought it was Houston, but man, where is this fire at? Looks like they're getting microwaved, but let's go back a day. See if we can get this to load up. We should be getting black smoke. All right, why is it not loading? Yeah, we can see some fires up there. Them are probably all controlled burn, but I'm not seeing this huge flume of black smoke. Let's go back another day. Oh, yeah, always demons in the clouds, man. The clouds tell the story of what's really going on. I mean, it shows it. It does it on purpose. Man, this thing is really sucking tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to just see if I can find the smoke on here. I mean, it should be sticking out like a sore thumb. It's just not showing up. Here, let me put the fire layer on, see if that'll help. All right, we'll give that a second to load. Unexpected error has occurred. It's not going to load it. Well, that's a bunch of bull. Oh, maybe because I'm back. Get it back up to today. Oh, wow. It like freaked it out now. Excuse me. All right. Well, we'll look into that later. Let's go take a look here on the West Coast. And, of course, they have spraying operations over Oregon. And I can't get it to load good enough to... We got that stupid box in the way. Oh, okay, I'll move it. Oh, wow, look at these frequencies. Now, that's not normal. That is being ionized. Electromagnetics right there. And that's undeniable, man. Them are in no way normal clouds. Them are definitely being hit with frequencies big time. Look at that. Perfect straight lines. Got some kind of weird goat face looking thing right there. The whole thing looks like some kind of demon cloud. So you got tons of aerosols being deployed off of BC there. All right, hey, thanks. Yeah, I'll go back in time when the internet's working a little better. Yeah, so they're doing a little bit of spraying out here in the Pacific. So yeah, they're trying to conjure up something. I mean, look at this cyclonic looking low pressure out here. Looks like they're spraying up here in the Bering Sea. Oh yeah, big time spraying operation here in the Bering Strait. Did you know the railroad, check this out, the One World Railroad, it's going to go, all the way up where they're burning there in California, all the way up through Washington, Oregon. There's also going to be the train's going to come up through the center of the United States. It's all going to come over here into Alaska. It's going to go underneath the Bering Strait all the way over to China and Russia. It's called the One World Train, man. I showed all that back when we were covering the Paradise fires. I probably need to revisit that. Get people aware that these train tracks are going to be going all over. I mean, they're the New World Order, man. It's coming. That's what they're trying to do. So, yeah, crazy spraying operation up here. That's where all the weather starts. So you said that fire, I think, started back on the 14th. Is that right? All right. So, yeah, look at all these fires going on. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to see if this will pick up when I burn the rest of my lots. I mean, I'm going to have like 10 acres on fire at once, so we'll see if it picks it up. Got some frequencies over here. All right, so we're probably good with this. Let's go ahead and check some radar. I can't believe they took away the normal radar page that I use. Yeah, they took away the College of DeBry. It just goes right to here now. That really sucks. All right, let me add on. Now I got to go through all this. You know what? Maybe we could go check the, what's that other one? Let's see here. What do I want? Well, I can always go over to Climate Viewer 3D. That's where all the links are for all the stuff I use. You just go over here to climateviewer.org and click the... Oh, man, he changed it again. Where is... Oh, more. Yeah, more, and then go down to Earth Monitor. And then that gives you all the links that I use right here in one easy place. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for... Like, yeah, see, you can get all the weather, the hurricanes, typhoons, space weather, ship tracking, satellite imagery, the global incident map, earthquake. You can do it all right here. But the one I'm looking for, is it that one? I don't know if it's that one. Let me try that one. Well, I don't see it. Yeah, see if his link works. Who knows? Maybe they blocked me. We'll see if it goes. Nope, it takes you there. Wow. Yeah, that ain't the one I want. I hate this one. All right. That ain't going to work for me. That's weird. I can't find the other one either. What's that site that Never Lose Truth uses all the time for the satellite radar? IntelliCast. Is that on here? I guess I can just type it in. Let's see if their radar page works. And while I'm doing that, let me try to get this one loaded. I want it on that, and then I want it on 200 frames. Go ahead and put the radar on here. I don't want that. Oh, this ain't IntelliCast. What the heck? Man, I bet they're trying to take away all our stuff. Wow. They are. They're trying to take away all our, so that we can zoom in on this stuff, man. Let me get to see if that's it. All right, while that's loading, welcome in Super Dave, Polymer, Awakened Piss, Stacks, Stevenson, Curtis, Mullen, Super Dave, Matthew, Casey, welcome in. St. James, Rhonda Long, Ryan in North Carolina, hey brother Tim Butler, Michelle, Hodgepodge, Radical Ralph, what's up brother? Lisa Loves, Don Morning, Brandon J, Bamboo brother, Diane Sterling, Rod Fry, Carmen Riviera, Todd, Jill, Pat's Place, Tim Butler, Karen Rice, Awakened Pissed, Singing Bird, Bill Paps, Hodgepodge, Curtis Mullen, I think you already said that, Crystal Keith, Jamie, Steven, T-Bor, Q City Lady, No N.E., Tam, Rhonda, Ron Fry, Nevadaologist, Don. Well, that sucks. Yeah, they're trying to take away all our radars. Buckshot, welcome in. Florida Sky Watcher, Katie Kane, Access, Sister Golden Air, Only the Truth, FRM Heaven, Skywalker, Liz, Truckin' Stuff. Welcome in, guys. Ghostly, Fur, She, Eagle's Wings, Buckshot. That's a cool name. Walking Tall. Haha. All right, right on, Tim. Wings, Paul P, Amy Holly, Tracy, Larry K, Awakened Pissed. Yeah, I am tired still. I did get a little sleep last night. Jan, welcome in. Skywalker. Yeah, I had a rough day today at work, man. It's like I thought work was going to slow down, but it's just speeding up, man. Everybody wants my time, but I only have so much time. Look at the radars. The military radars are back going, and we can still see it on here. So the military radars are back in full force. Look at that. They had all the radars off just to let that rain flow on through. Look at them, turn the radars off as the rain comes. That's how they're guiding these systems. We could actually see it better on here. So I guess them trying to censor out this data is just making it easier for us to see what they're doing. Let me try to... Oh yeah, now we could probably really see it. So watch these radars go off. You see the clouds seeding out ahead. They turn the radars down. The rain flows through where the radars are turned off. Look, they turn them on to slow it down. They're making it curve up. What is going on down here? I don't know. Look, we have a beam coming out right there. Man, we can see it good now. Look at the aerosols being deployed over Mexico, Baja. Man, I can actually see it better. Yeah, but you know what? All they did was make me look harder, and now I can actually see everything even better now. Like, I can see all the beams. I can see the chaff being deployed. See all the aerosols. So whatever if they did that to block us from watching, all they did was make it worse because we dig deeper. Oh, wow. So now, once that loads again, I'm going to find that beam, and we're going to go zoom in on it. Oh, wow. What'd they do? Take it all away? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So, look, we got a beam coming right out of South Carolina. That radar right there. We got all the military blue. And we got another beam coming out of this radar. Hey, thanks there, walking. So now let me take that off for a minute. And we'll scroll in on this spraying operation. I don't know if it's probably this one. And we'll see what we got. We'll see what they're trying to hide, but we just found it. So are we going to load? I did click that. Oh, they're going to slow it down. I know I clicked that. Oh, there it goes. Wow, that took forever. Let me turn that off for a second to see. Yeah, streams run like shit. There it goes. Streams back. All right, let's see if we can get this to load some frames up, man. What the heck? Look, there's a single sprayer. Starts it out. Oh, the big spraying operation way down there in Mexico, too. Look at that. There's a sure sign of frequencies being emitted from something right there. Look at that. Whoa, look at the size of this chemtrail right here. Holy crap. What is that? The space shuttle or something? Man, look at that thing. Look at it drift. Hopefully you guys can see that. Wow. Them are major chemical dumps. Them are like 3 times the size of normal aerosols. So we have a mega spraying operation going right over the border of Mexico and Arizona with some of the fattest aerosol sprayers I've ever seen. Hey, thanks there, Julie. So, wow, that's some bad ones there. Wonder what this will look like on the microphysics. Thanks there, Ryan. So they'll probably come out as a dark line now. We'll see. So that was weird. One little single sprayer and it turned into a major spraying operation. You'd think the stream would run a little better since it's getting a little bit later, but doesn't seem like it. Wow, it's weird. It don't look like they're oh, there's that big dark one right there. Look at the size of that. Them had to be like some CU-130s dropping like a smoke curtain. So that's a major spraying operation right there. All right, let me check. Where was the other spot we need to check? I think it was over here. We'll just give that a shot. Hey, thanks there, Julie. Much love to England out there. Oh, wow, look at that mess. I need to be up a little higher, but wow. I guess I'll try this one. So you can definitely see who the target zone is. Yeah, they're definitely chemtrails. 100%. That's not water vapor. Water vapor don't turn into a drifting cirrus cloud. Cirrus clouds are chemtrails. It takes a chemical reaction to create a contrail, which actually makes it a chemtrail. I've already showed so much footage of NASA, DSI companies saying they're trying different mixes. They already say that they call them contrails, are worse now this week, this month, than all of aviation combined. And it's because they're mixing different stuff. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. That's undeniable. That's creating a weather system. If it wasn't for all these aircraft and drones up here, there wouldn't be no clouds right here. These are all man-made synthetic clouds. The color difference of a normal cloud is, sure sign. The man-made clouds are synthetic looking. So major operation over North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. All right, so the stream is not going to cooperate with this. All right, we'll change this thing here one more time. We'll see what this looks like on the microphysics. Yeah, that's right, man. There's hardly any natural clouds. The more you dig into this, just the more you find out that none of the weather's natural, hardly at all, unless you live somewhere out on an island, and even them get sprayed all the time. Yeah, you can see the aerosols are a completely different color. All the dark blue is the aerosols. That's all emissions, poison, toxic emissions. And probably half of them are the actual chem sprayers. I mean, it don't matter. It's all poison. I mean, just take a look back when we had the cold blasts that come in, and the temperatures were like minus 40 up in South Dakota, North Dakota. You think the cars driving around were leaving chemtrails all over the place? No, they were dissipating. They were going away. They didn't fog the area up with exhaust. Don't work like that. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call this a show. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We will be back tomorrow, God willing. And hopefully I can get all them other things uploaded, all them videos uploaded. Anyway, guys, if you don't like rock and roll, turn it down. If you do, crank it up. I'll come join you in chat. Let's rise. Here we go.